Hello, I'm Pearland City Manager Bill Eisen. The city employs a number of people who work throughout our community in various capacities to make our city a better place to live. However, sometimes events and circumstances and conditions arise which can take away from the attractiveness of our community. The video that you're about to see will explain to you examples of those kinds of circumstances and how you as an employee can help to address those circumstances and make our city more attractive and retain the attractiveness that we have today. The video will explain to you how you can utilize the 3 R's: recognize, report, and respond to address issues that could affect our community. After viewing the video, I hope that you will have some clues and some new ways to look at ways that you can help to keep our city an attractive place to visit and to live. Thank you.
Recognizing a problem is not always obvious. Remember, if something looks out of place to you, there's a very good chance that it is a problem that needs to be corrected. See if you can find the problem that needs to be corrected. Once you have identified that a problem exists, it is now time for you to report it. If you're using a phone within the City Hall system, dial extension 1900. If you were outside the system, then call 281-652-1900. If you have access to the city radio system, you may radio Public Works. If you have a really loud voice, then yell. Although you may not be heard. In either case, it is important to provide the most clear and concise information possible. Report on what you saw and the location, giving the address if possible. If you can't locate the address, the nearest intersection or landmark will suffice. At this point, Public Works will respond to the problem or forward the information to the appropriate department. If you've received the proper training, at this point, you may receive directions to respond to the problem in a safe manner. The following scenarios will focus on possible problems that you may encounter and how to properly address those issues. Here's our first scenario. An employee driving down the road encounters a bandit sign in the right-of-way. The employee should A. Quit their job and vow to never work again. B. Close their eyes and pretend the signs are not there. Or C. Call extension 1900 or 281-652-1900 and report the problem where somebody who is properly trained will be dispatched to pick up, report, and discard the signs, if required to do so. The correct answer is C. Calling extension 1900 and reporting the problem. Our next scenario is important to the safety of all of our citizens. Suppose an employee encounters a street light that is out or not working properly. What should this employee do in this situation? A. Go to lunch and hope that someone else will report it. B. Take the rest of the day off. Or C. Call extension 1900 and report the problem. If you answered call extension 1900 or 281-652-1900, you'd be correct. A malfunctioning streetlight is extremely hazardous, and recognizing and reporting and responding to it can save lives. Suppose an employee is returning from lunch and notices a loose animal roaming the streets. A loose animal can be a hazard to pedestrians as well as drivers and should be addressed immediately. Should the employee A. Engage in a political discussion with the animal? B. Determine the animal's feelings on current gas prices? Or C. Call extension 1900? Once again, the employee should call extension 1900 or 281-652-1900. The call will be transferred to animal control and the appropriate person will be dispatched to handle the problem. final situation has an employee who encounters a water leak on the weekend. While this poses no serious danger to the community, it is a nuisance and a costly waste of water. And the problem should be resolved as soon as possible. Should the employee A. use this opportunity to practice their swimming skills, B. drink the water until the leak is fixed, or C. call extension 1900? Once again, the employee should call extension 1900. Because it is the weekend, the employee will hear a voicemail to call 281-652-1100. The employee should call this number. A crew will be dispatched and the problem will be assessed and resolved. The City of Pearland can progress into the future only with the help of our employees. It is employees like you that help make this happen. With your commitment to recognize, report, and respond, we can continue the tradition of providing a safe, clean, and beautiful place to live and work. And we can continue to be Pearland Proud.